Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Sophia, and after 15 years as your friendly American flight attendant, I've decided it's time to take you behind the scenes and share some of the real-world travel wisdom I've picked up from living in the skies. Today, we are diving straight into the heart of every traveler's anxiety, the dreaded airport security line. The title of this video is 10 of the Worst Things to Wear in Airport Security TSA Lines. Now, I know what you're thinking. Worst things? Isn't it just about belts and shoes? Honey, if it were that simple, I wouldn't have a full hour of material for you. What if I told you that your perfectly innocent, cozy, oversized travel sweater could get you pulled aside for a full-body pat-down? What if the fabric of your favorite jeans, or the way you style your hair, is what's holding up the entire line behind you? Are you accidentally wearing what I call the TSA Slowdown Starter Pack? The truth is, sometimes the most unassuming pieces of clothing are the biggest culprits for setting off those body scanners and metal detectors. It's not about breaking a rule, it's about unknowingly wearing a flashing "please inspect me" sign. And let's be honest, nobody wants to be that person fumbling with a complicated outfit while the clock is ticking. In this video, I'm going to share the top 10 items that, from my vantage point of watching travelers and crew go through security thousands of times, consistently cause the biggest delays and the most awkward extra screenings. We'll go beyond the obvious metal belt buckle and get into the nuanced, real-world mistakes I see every single day. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to leave in your suitcase to guarantee you glide through the TSA line like the seasoned travel pro you are. But first, before we dive in, if you want more insider tips, secrets from the sky, and genuine advice to make your travel life easier, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, and don't forget to ring the notification bell. I'm just getting started here, and my goal is to create content that you find most helpful. So if you have any burning travel questions or ideas for my next video, drop them in the comments section below. I read every single one, and you could inspire my next deep dive. Ready to find out which fashion choices are costing you precious minutes? Let's get into the top 10. 1. Anything with excessive metal accents, embellishments, or zippers. Let's start with a category that feels obvious but has so many hidden traps. We all know to take off our heavy necklaces and wristwatches, but the new problem is metal on your clothing. I'm talking about pants with zippers on the ankles, shirts with metal studs, and anything with metallic threading or sequins. Why it's the worst? It's not just the classic metal detector that's the issue, it's the full-body scanners, the advanced imaging technology, that are designed to pick up anything that causes a density change. A row of tiny decorative metal studs on your denim jacket, or even those cute little metal logos on the back pocket of your designer jeans, can light up the screen like a Christmas tree. I had a traveler once who was baffled because she kept getting flagged in the hip area. Turns out it was the small decorative metal loops on her belt where the belt had been removed. Even those tiny things matter. My insider tip: do a quick jingle check before you leave the hotel. If your outfit makes any kind of clinking or jingling sound when you walk, it's probably going to slow you down. Simplify. Go for smooth fabrics and minimal hardware. 2. High lace or combat boots. I love a stylish boot as much as the next girl, but the security line is not the place for footwear that requires a 10-minute commitment to remove and relace. Why it's the worst. TSA requires most travelers to remove their shoes. If you are wearing ankle-high boots, mid-calf boots, or anything that takes more than 3 seconds to slip off, you are not only frustrating the people in line behind you, and trust me, they are frustrated, you're also creating a bottleneck. The shoe process is already a fumble fest of balancing and hopping. Adding a complicated lacing system to the mix just creates chaos. My insider tip: I am a broken record on this. Slip-ons are your best friend. Loafers, simple zipper boots, or even just clean, easy-to-slip-on sneakers. Keep your stylish combat boots for when you land. And for the love of all that is holy, always wear socks. You don't want your bare feet touching that communal floor. My personal anecdote here is watching a passenger get their lace tangled in the conveyor belt, which actually stalled the whole machine for a few agonizing minutes. Learn from their mistake. 3. Bulky, excessively flowy, or oversized outerwear. This is where your comfy, cozy travel outfits can betray you. I'm talking about big puffer coats, trench coats with heavy linings, and those beautiful, voluminous floor-length cardigans. Why it's the worst. The TSA rule is simple. Jackets and bulky outerwear must be removed and sent through the X-ray machine. But the why is the problem. These items, especially if they are heavily lined or have deep, forgotten pockets, register as potential hiding spots. A heavy knit or a thick, puffy vest creates a density that the scanners can't perfectly see through, and that uncertainty equals an immediate pat-down flag. Also, an oversized fit, while comfortable, just creates more volume to check. My insider tip: if it's cold, dress in smart layers. Wear a thinner zip-up hoodie or a fitted cardigan that you can easily take off and throw in a bin before you even get to the conveyor belt. Don't wait to be told. The smoother your silhouette, the faster you get through. 4. Clothing with hidden, multiple, or cargo pockets. Oh, the infamous cargo pants. I know they're convenient, but they are a security agent's nightmare, and by extension, yours. Why it's the worst. Every pocket, no matter how small, has the potential to hold a forgotten item, a single coin, a gum wrapper, a stray key, or worse, an item you shouldn't have. The process is this. Alarm goes off, the agent asks you to check your pockets, and you, forgetting about that little zipper pocket on your thigh, declare them empty. The alarm goes off again. Now you're in the middle of a secondary screening because the machine insists something is there, and you have to get patted down to confirm the 2 cents in that hidden seam pocket. I've seen it 100 times. My insider tip: wear pants with absolutely no more than 2 simple front and 2 simple back pockets. Before you leave for the airport, turn every single one inside out to visually confirm they are empty. It's a habit I drill into my crew before every flight. 5. Maxi skirts and flowy maxi dresses. This one might seem unfair, especially if you think a flowy dress is the perfect comfortable travel outfit, but it's a common flag. Why it's the worst. This goes back to the body scanner's job: detecting objects concealed beneath clothing. A dress or skirt that billows out or is made of a dense, heavy fabric creates a lot of volume and density that the scanner cannot reliably penetrate to see the body's natural lines. Just like baggy clothing, this lack of contour is viewed as a concealment risk. Agents aren't trying to see your legs, they're trying to see the shape of the lower half of your body, and a large, flowy garment prevents that. My insider tip: if a maxi dress is your absolute go-to, try a jersey knit or something that is more form-fitting without being tight. Or, if it's a very full skirt, try tying a loose knot in the material around your knees just while you're going through the body scanner. It reduces the empty air volume and often helps the machine clear you instantly. I know it's a weird visual, but it works. 6. Undergarments with heavy metal. Underwire or extreme padding. Wait, are your undergarments a security risk? Sometimes yes. Why it's the worst. This is less of a problem with the new AIT body scanners, but the older, traditional metal detectors are still in use at many checkpoints, and sometimes even the new scanners can be sensitive. Underwire bras, especially those with thick, heavy-duty wire, can be enough to register on the metal detector. It won't be a blazing siren, but it can be enough for the agent to use the handheld wand on your chest area. I've had many female colleagues and travelers tell me they've switched to non-wire sports bras or wireless bralettes just for travel days to completely eliminate this small but persistent issue. My insider tip: if you're a woman who needs the support of an underwire, just be aware that it might trigger a quick, targeted wanding. It's nothing to worry about, but if you want 0 delays, switch to a soft cup or sports bra for your travel day. Comfort and speed go hand in hand. 7. Excessive jewelry stacks and chunky accessories. We covered the obvious metal accents on clothes, but let's talk about that layered look. I'm looking at you. Travelers with 5 necklaces, a stack of chunky bracelets, and multiple rings on every finger. Why it's the worst. Again, the issue is volume and removal time. You will be asked to remove all major metal jewelry. Spending 5 minutes fumbling with tiny clasps, then having to make sure none of those precious items fall out of the bin, only to put them all back on after you're through, is a massive waste of time. I've personally seen a traveler drop a Diamond Eternity band near the X-ray machine, and it was a full 5-minute incident involving lights, a full stop of the line, and several tense agents looking on the dirty floor. My insider tip: keep your jewelry to 1 simple wedding band or a pair of small stud earrings. Pack your fashion jewelry inside a small zipper pouch in your carry-on bag and put it on when you're safe at the gate. It's safer for your valuables and faster for everyone. 8. Belts with large buckles or studs. I know, we said we'd go beyond the obvious, but let's just make sure we all agree on which belts are the problem. Why it's the worst. Any metal buckle, even a small, seemingly innocent one, will set off the metal detector. The bigger the buckle, the more attention it draws on the scanner. The problem isn't the belt itself, but the fact that you now have to remove it, often awkwardly trying to hold your pants up while balancing your shoes and laptop bin. If your pants rely on that belt to stay up, you are creating a secondary and potentially embarrassing problem. My insider tip: if you must wear a belt, switch to a non-metal alternative. There are great nylon and plastic buckle TSA-approved belts out there now. Better yet, wear pants with an elastic or drawstring waist, like a comfortable jogger or stretchy knit pants. No belt, no buckle, no problem. 9. Headwear and hair accessories. This is the least intuitive item on the list, but it's a huge flag. Think about those beautiful, elaborate hair clips, thick elastic headbands, or huge hair ties holding up an enormous bun. Why it's the worst. A large, thick bun or knot of hair, even if held by a non-metal tie, can be dense enough to show up as an anomaly on the body scanner. The machine essentially sees an unknown mass on the back of your head and, to be safe, flags the area. I've seen women with very thick, long hair who always get pulled for an inspection of their hair bun. Similarly, a thick headband, even fabric ones, can create enough density to be flagged. And yes, those sparkly decorative metal bobby pins, even just a couple of them, can set off the traditional metal detector. My insider tip: keep your hairstyle simple for the security line. A low ponytail, a simple braid, or just a small, simple clip will be the fastest. Once you're through, feel free to put your hair up in that magnificent top knot. 10. Anything with a political, offensive, or threatening slogan. While this isn't a direct TSA rule designed to slow you down, it's a major distraction that will draw unwanted attention and slow you down, potentially for good. Why it's the worst. Security agents are trained to look for behavioral and visual anomalies. A shirt with a highly controversial, offensive, or politically extreme message can be seen as a disruption risk. While TSA officially does not police your speech or clothing slogans, drawing attention to yourself, any kind of attention, is the opposite of what you want in the security line. The airline staff, on the other hand, absolutely have the authority to deny you boarding if they deem your attire to be inappropriate, offensive, or threatening to other passengers. It's just not worth the risk of being pulled aside for a chat, or worse, being sent back out of the line entirely. My insider tip: when in doubt, go for a neutral color, a solid fabric, or a simple design. Your travel day is not the time to make a bold, potentially provocative statement. Save the statement pieces for your destination. My professional advice is always to blend in and be polite. It makes everyone's job easier, including yours. So there you have it. My top 10 things to avoid wearing in the TSA line if you want to fly through security like a crew member. You can see that it's not just about metal, it's about volume, complexity, and anything that creates an anomaly in the scanner's view. The goal is a quick, safe, and stress-free transit. If you are a frequent traveler, I hope these personal anecdotes and insider observations help you simplify your travel wardrobe and, most importantly, save you time. Remember, the clothes you choose are your first line of defense against a travel delay. Dress smart and you'll travel smart. I want to hear from you. Have you ever been flagged for something totally unexpected? Was it a pair of shoes, a piece of jewelry, or something else entirely? Tell me your worst security line wardrobe story in the comments below. I'm building my next videos based on what you are interested in, so let me know. And a huge thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That like button is my way of knowing I'm on the right track. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Join our community of smart, savvy travelers. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video, which will be all about the 5 things I always pack in my personal item. Until then, I'll see you in the skies. Safe travels, everyone.